Hi everyone, just come to show you this bird themed album that I've made. All the pages are made with bird themed paper, and I've used some cut parts, ephemera sheets and chipboard stickers from the G45 Time to Flourish. A lot of, well, mostly the March pages were all bird and nest themes, and a few of the other months as well. So I've used some of those things throughout the album as well. I just show you this bird image on the front is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden over at Etsy, and I printed that out on a thick cardstock and popped it there, but it's a gorgeous image. And I've used some vintage, I'll do it that way, vintage washi tape along there, and then just at the bottom, because I thought it went well with the pink paper, I've used this scalloped chipboard sticker from A Time to Flourish, and it's one of the borders, and I've just cut it down to fit the bottom of the front of the album. I haven't measured this cover, let me measure it. So the album cover is 9.5 inches tall by, hang on, almost 7 inches across, and the papers I've used are cut down 12 by 12s, and I've adhered that to black cardstock. Right, the inside cover there is just plain. I did think about making a pocket there, and I might still put a pocket there, I'm not sure yet. And then I've put 2 chipboard stickers from the Time to Flourish collection, and there's one wishing you sunshine and smiles, and then further up at the top, let me move the camera back, that one. And on the first page I bought some of these little wooden bird cages, and I've coloured that in with a metallic silver pen, and I coloured the 2 birds in yellow, and I adhered it to this little booklet with glossy accents. Here I made a little booklet, and I've kept it closed by way of a large paper clip. I've added a Stampin' Up tab, and it opens out to reveal 4 places on that side for wallet photos, and a couple more on that side, and that fastens down, and then that keeps it from flapping about. Let me just move the camera back. And then on top of there's one of the little cutter parts from the 8x8s, and that's just, you can journal about the photographs that's in here, and I've left both the sides free so you can slip little tickets in there. And that's like a leaf paper, and there's images of birds on that on this paper here. Trying to get the whole album in, but with it being a big album it's quite difficult. Moving on to this side, I've cut some paper here, and I've made a pocket, and I've stuck a G45 chipboard sticker there with a bird and a bird nest and the eggs, and the surrounding part of that sticker matches that paper perfectly. So I've just decorated the pocket with that sticker, and I've stamped journal. This paper clip is for to keep the flap on the other side closed, but the other half is on this side, but it's not doing any harm. It's actually keeping these tags in place. So these were just some papers that I cut down into tag shapes, and I've stamped journal on the back of them, and that's the reverse of that page I made the pocket with. And the paper for that page, as I say, it's all bird themed. And there is one of the cut aparts I've just popped in the corner of that page. And I'll just pop these tags back in. Moving on to the opposite page. Here I've got another piece of paper I've cut down, and I've enclosed it with these. I've done two. I've done a small one and a bigger one, and they've both got the chipboard stickers from the collection on them, and I've closed them with these little, and I'll just quickly open these to show you. They open out like that, and you can fit the photos on, and the same with that one, which is slightly smaller but with the matching paper, so you can pop the photos on there and on there as well. Decorated the front of each page with a little sticker from the collection, and you can see some birds as well, bird images. On the next page, that's just a whole page for a large photograph or two smaller ones. No embellishments on that page. Moving on, here we've got like a lilac page, and here I've cut one of the cut parts I've made into a pocket, and I've stamped journal, and I've just put that in, but I do intend cutting some little tags to go in there, so you can journal about photographs here and stick a big photo there. On the next page I've put another cut apart from the collection, and I've left it unglued on the top and on the side, and that just fits one of the sheets from the ephemera pack, which I'll be using this for a journaling card. And that's the front with a bird image, bird's nest, and some nice lilac flowers, and on the back it's just like ledger paper which you can write across that, and the flowers in that and the colouring and indeed the image matches the cut apart that I made a pocket out of. And then at the top there I'm matching one of the stamps from the cut apart page, and opposite there's another stamp cut from the paper, and down here there's one of the chipboard stickers from the collection. And I've done a similar thing here as what I've done earlier on in the book. I've made a pocket, I've decorated that pocket with one of the stickers, I've stamped journal, and I've cut some papers and I've stamped journal after cutting them into tag shapes, and they pop in there. Next page I've cut another image, little girl holding a little bird, and on the background paper there are birds in the trees, and I've just popped a matching tag, just a tiny tag, it's journal on, and then you pop a photo on top, journal about that. Here I've left the page blank again to put a large photo on there, or maybe two smaller ones. And on this page, trying to fit it all in, I've cut a piece of cardstock and scored it, and it opens out to reveal a nice big space for 3 photographs. That's the sticker from the chipboard collection, as is that, and there's a magnet closure there, and it also serves as a pocket journal on a little tag. It's got a stamp from the cut apart collection, and you can write about the photographs that are inside there, and that just clips in nicely at the top. On this side we've got another lilac page and a little lilac cut apart with an image of bird's nest with eggs in, and that's just to show that some little tags can be put in there and photographs underneath. On the last page I've just done a photo mat there to stick a photo on, and I've stuck down a little tag from the cut parts, and I've left the top open so you can just pop in something there and pop a photo there. On the inside back cover, here's another one of the bird images from Ephemera's Vintage Garden over on Etsy, and I cut that out on cardstock, and I've stuck it down on the back and side cover and used it as a pocket to put this image in. Gorgeous image. It's not bird related at all, but I just I love the image. And I cut this out of a die cuts with a view album. Cut it down to size, rounded the corners, stamped on it, put some chipboard stickers from the collection, and it's a nice big page to journal on, and that pops in there. And that's the back. And then moving back to the front, I've got some internal pockets with large tags, and I've put some Stampin' Up! Tabs on each one of them, and I put them in order: orange, yellow, lilac, orange, yellow, lilac. And in each of the pockets you get, now this is from the front page, which is that paper, and on the back it's that paper, see, and then on the reverse of the photo mat I've put a strip of that paper. And I've done that on each page with whatever paper is here and here. Well, then that goes half and half on the internal photo mat. So that's backed onto the black cardstock, a piece of this paper and a piece of that. So you can put two photographs there, and on the reverse you get a strip of one of the papers, and that's stuck there to put the large photo on. And I'll just show you one more of those from the lilac page. So it's lilac on the front, lilac tab to match, and the green floral, and on the back. So there's an album I've just completed. Hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Bye.